This is a video on a practice problem for the elimination method video assessment. So the problem I have here is x minus y equals negative 17, 3x plus 6y equals 12. So there's two ways to go about it. First way that I would particularly use is that I notice that my y's, I have a negative and a positive. I can easily multiply my top equation by 6, and then that way these two can cancel out when I add them together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply that whole top equation by 6, and then I get this part here, 6x minus 6y equals negative 102, and then the second equation comes down, 3x plus 6y equals 12. I add them together, my y's cancel out, I get 6x and 3x to give me 9x, negative 102 plus 12 gives me negative 90. I can divide them to get x is negative 10. So again, my first step was to eliminate something. I chose to eliminate my y value. So if I know x is negative 10, we're not done just yet, we're going to go back and plug that back in. I chose to plug it back into the top equation. So I have now negative 10 minus y equals negative 17. Added 10 to both sides because we want to do the opposite operation. Got negative y equals negative 7, but then divided both sides by a negative 1 to get y's positive 7. So you will see that my ordered pair ends up being negative 10, comma 7. If I plug them back in, they will both work out. Now this is one way to do the problem. Let's say you wanted to get rid of x instead. So I've also kind of worked this out if you want to do it this way. So taking that top equation, I'm going to multiply now by negative 3 because I want my x's to go away. So when you do that, multiply every single piece by negative 3. We get negative 3x plus 3y equals positive 51. That second equation gets brought down just the way it is. We're going to add these together. Now the x's go away. We now have 9y equals 63. Divide both sides by 9, we get y is 7. Notice that this 7 is the same y that we got when we did it the other way. Now that we know y is 7, we're going to go back and plug it back in. I just picked that top equation, and I replaced my y with my 7. So I have x minus 7 equals negative 17. Add 7 to both sides to get x is negative 10. Again, the ordered pair is the same as when I did it the other way. So when you do elimination, it's kind of your call which letter you want to eliminate. It does not make a difference. You should get the same answer either way. So this is an example of just using a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil on your phone, and you can submit your video this way.